enlightened people on earth that explain us the reality of the earth and heaven, and like if we was poor donkey human beings that needed to be enlightened by them, and they throw garbage and putrefied flesh on our throat, and we have to accept that, like if they was holy when in reality was them who killed the Messiah. Give me a break, what a trash. That's disgusting. It makes me wish to vomit. Messiah means Christ. What a joke.
Jesus looked at him.
Your name is Simon, son of John. But you will be called Cephas.
This is the same as Peter and means a rock. The next day, Jesus decided to go to Galilee.
Do not forget the scriptures say that the Holy Spirit teaches. We do not need teachers, because the Spirit of the Father then that is inside us teach us, and we do not need teachers, and we can talk to the Father directly. We don't need anyone to guide us besides the Messiah. And you're gonna see
He found Philip.
you're gonna see he saying it later.
And said to him,
Come with me.
Philip was from Bethsaida, the town where Andrew and Peter lived.
You can see now the Messiah is choosing the apostles with his own hand, one by one.
Philip found Nathanael.
We have found the one whom Moses wrote about in the book of the law, and whom the prophets also wrote about. He is Jesus, son of Joseph, from Nazareth.
Can anything good come from Nazareth?
Come and see.
Why he asked that? Because in Galilee were a place where people from all nations and tongues came and lived together there. So there are many foreigners, so that's why it had a bad fame, and it proves that the Messiah didn't speak wasn't a Jewish, and he wasn't Hebrew. He didn't speak Hebrew. He only spoke it to try to save Jewish people, but it was not his original tongue, because in Galilee's Bethlehem, people spoke Latin and Greek and Aramaic. Not Hebrew, but Aramaic.
When Jesus saw Nathanael coming to him, he said about him, "Here is a real Israelite."
There is nothing false in him.
How do you know me?
I saw you when you were under the fig tree before Philip called you.
With a Jewish hat, give me a break, suggesting us he was Jewish. He was Galilean, the only Jewish were Judas Iscariot.
Teacher, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel.
Ha ha ha, King of Israel. Can you believe that shit?
Do you believe just because I told you I saw you when you were under the fig tree? You will see much greater things than this.
They manipulated the scriptures for us to believe that the Jewish people are the holy people. And I ask you, if it's true, then wouldn't be God preferring a people to other?
I am telling you the truth. You will see heaven open, and God's angels going up and coming down on the Son of Man.
2 days later,
We are son of the Creator, of the Father in heaven. But if the Jewish people are the holy people, wouldn't be God be preferring them instead of us?
there was a wedding in the town of Cana in Galilee. Jesus' mother was there. And Jesus and his disciples had also been invited to the wedding. When the wine had given out, Jesus' mother said to him, "They are out of wine."
Madam, what do you have to do with this? My time has not yet come.
Do whatever he tells you.
The Jews have rules about ritual washing, and for this purpose 6 stone water jars were there, each one large enough to hold between 20 and 30 gallons.
Fill these jars with water.
Does the Creator makes see difference between his children? I ask you, if you have children, let's suppose you have children, I don't know if you have or not, do you prefer one between other, or do you love all of them equally? So will the God of love make difference and see difference between his children and tell that one are the holy ones and another ones are not holy? Would that be the real creator, a creator of love, a father of love? Or would that be a mad God?
They filled them to the brim.
Now draw some water out and take it to the man in charge of the feast.
The Messiah was perfect. I won't enter these topics, but if the Messiah made alcoholic wine here, he would be helping people to get drunk and commit sins. So I believe not. I'm very sure that he only uh, turned water into juice, into grape juice. He didn't make wine. On that time, I believe the scriptures were changed and he made only grape juice. He wouldn't make alcoholic drink. because if people committed sin because they were drunk, the blamed one was would be the Messiah. So he was perfect. I don't believe he turned water in wine, but juice, wine juice.
They took him the water, which now had turned into wine, and he tasted it.
And in the desert, and it was hot, do you think people would stay drinking wine the entire day when they was thirsty? The wine would make them much more thirsty, and they would need more water in the entire time. And it was very it was very hard to obtain water. You would have to make a lot of physical activity, so people would not keep drinking alcohol the entire day. Do you think that? So they will use it to drink grape juice.
He did not know where this wine had come from, but of course the servants who had drawn out the water knew. So he called the bridegroom.
Everyone else serves the best wine first, and after the guests have drunk a lot, he serves the ordinary wine. But you have kept the best wine until now.
When they wanted a special drink, they drank grape juice.
Jesus performed this first miracle in Cana in Galilee.
Galilee, not Israel, not Judea.
After this, Jesus and his mother, brothers, and disciples went to Capernaum and stayed there a few days. It was almost time for the Passover festival, so Jesus went to Jerusalem. There in the temple, he found people selling cattle, sheep, and pigeons, and also the money changers.
Temple.